Alright everyone, hello and welcome. I'm sorry for the spotty internet connection. We're going to give this a try. Looks like we're dropping about 60% of our frames, but I really want to get this next cast in. I've got some casts to catch up on, but thankfully I also have some time off from work this week before going on a trip to Indiana. So we're going to see if we can get through a few casts here despite a little bit of a connection issue. I'll go back and take a look at the recording and see if it's acceptable afterward. Today we have a couple of sets from Alchemy League. We've got DJ Pesto versus Hyder, and we have Smokey versus Shixo. So I'm really looking forward to seeing these matches. Let's go ahead and show off the players now. So the first set that we're going to do is DJ Pesto, aka Turip Bayo, against Hyder. These two players here. It looks like our calculator estimates them both to be between 1550 and 1650. So this should be some competitive matches here between these two guys. Hyder is not to be underestimated. He's been with us for a while. I think he's participated in every season of Alchemy League. And Turip Bayo, DJ Pesto, is new, and I hear that he is a German player. Hyder, of course, the Italian terror. So now that we've shown off the players and their tournament ELO, let's go and check out the games. This is on round 3. Here we go. Map of the round is Nicaea. So let's see, in the green we have Hyder playing as the Sicilians, and playing as the Byzantines we have DJ Pesto in purple. I really like this matchup. Note that the players are both just finishing Loom now. That is because on Nicaea, which is essentially a Greek islands map, Byzantines are sort of like this is their home map, right? This is their defensive territory. Nicaea are Greek islands, and the Byzantines are all about Greece. They're probably the one Age of Empire civilization that is most geographically centered on Greece. We see DJ Pesto kind of pacing around here. But you start with this transport ship. You start with your traditional scout, wherever that is. Looks like DJ Pesto is using it to push in this goose. This heavy swordsman, unique to the tournament. And because you start with 2 military units and 3 villagers, you start the game housed. So everybody gets Loom immediately. And I wanted it to be that way. I could have given them a starting house, but I wanted people to be like expanding out to here and building mills and stuff. And I wanted to make sure that the villagers were loomed when they were doing that. Because there is a lot of opportunity to expand onto some neighboring islands. What else can I tell you about this map? Well, I can tell you that the border of your own island is unwallable. So if you want to wall to the edge of your island to repel an invasion, it is very hard. That, combined with the fact that your opponent starts with the transport ship, makes landings very common on this map. This map has been pretty entertaining to watch so far. We see that Hyder is also pushing in a goose. He's taken in his boar. I can tell you that these trees have 3 times the normal amount of wood, a little bit more than 3 times. There's limited space here. I could have resized the map and just made the islands bigger and such, but the decision was made that we were just going to keep standard map sizes but still give players a reasonable amount of wood here available to them. So we haven't seen anybody resign because they ran out of wood, which is a good thing. And this map is an improvement on, I like to think it's an improvement on Northern Isles. It's got these neutral islands here, and let me tell you, these neutral islands are non-trivial to balance, right? I mean, look at them. They're basically almost perfectly across from each other, and that did not happen by accident. And if you leave it up to the random map scripting engine, it will not choose this by random. It'll screw it up somehow. So it's definitely a lot more challenging than putting a single island in the center and then having the player lands be random around it, which is the current configuration for Northern Isles. Don't get me wrong, I'm a big fan of Krazzini's work. He's a very good map scripter. And he made a lot of great improvements to the islands map through Northern Isles, but we took it a step further here and hit it with lots of lines of code and different types of island configurations. I'm very proud of the result. It's quite satisfying. Okay, I don't... Okay, so Hyder does not have a swordsman on this transport ship. I was thinking if he did, he could come over here and mess with DJ Pesto's dock. DJ Pesto building a pretty aggressive dock. I'm pleased to see Byzantines here. I'm looking forward to seeing what Byzantines can do. Have not seen them played on this map so far in the tournament. I don't think I've seen Sicilians on this map, although Ola Dushek did have a pretty memorable First Crusade strategy that I recommend that you check out in a previous round of Alchemy League Season 3. Same sprint. He was playing on Frurio at the time. So these players, what, 1550 to 1650? I mean, these are pretty good players. We're not going to see a lot of idle town center time. I know that this kind of looks bad here, but remember that these guys are playing on a totally weird map. If these guys were playing on Arabia, that number would be pretty close to 0 for both of them. These guys are really good players. I'm looking forward to seeing what they come up with here. It looks like Hyder going out to gold. He's getting pretty ready to click up. Hyder has clicked up to Feudal Age. And DJ Pesto will probably not be too far behind. He's garrisoned in the town center. It looks like he doesn't want to... He doesn't want to build another villager. He just wants to force drop off that food. There he goes. He's got his 500. He clicks up. So he's got the forward dock here. So this is telling me that DJ Pesto is going to be aggressive. Hyder's dock is a little bit more toward the back. I would love to see people like build all kinds of towers on these little islands in here and such, but we haven't really seen that yet. We saw Smokey do it in one game, but he had already kind of won at that point, I think. Maybe we'll never see people building towers protecting their fishing economy back here. But, you know, this is a channel. You can protect it with a tower. If you got maybe a couple of towers, people would have a hard time sailing through here. They'd have to go around, especially with heated shot. So let's see if we can figure out if anybody's going to do a landing. I don't think... It doesn't really make much sense for DJ Pesto to do a landing, although he has nothing on gold, which is actually a little bit... Okay, here it comes. So he's coming out to gold now. Of course, you need gold in order to be able to produce fire ships. Hyder's just getting Feudal Age. Now, Hyder's already on gold. He's been on gold for a little while, maybe a minute or so. And Hyder's going into galleys. DJ Pesto is almost up to the Feudal Age. I am pretty sure that he will go fire ships. Although he's building a defensive barracks, so probably DJ Pesto thinks that he is going to get landed. Suspicious, perhaps, that maybe Hyder will land him and build a donjon, and then he'll just build donjons everywhere, and that would be pretty annoying to deal with. So DJ Pesto wants to be equipped with the ability to make some military units on his own island if he needs to. He is making a fire galley. Hyder is 2 docks, though, so DJ Pesto will fall behind. Now, note that fire galleys are much better in low numbers than galleys, so DJ Pesto will be able to hold on for a little bit, especially being Byzantines. He'll get that fire galley out, and of course the fire galleys attack faster. Fishing ship taking damage, though. He should try to get that fishing ship to safety. Hyder's going to try to pick it off, but DJ Pesto's here in time to keep it safe. So that's the disadvantage about having a forward dock like this. I'm surprised he didn't build it back here. When I saw this forward dock, I thought that DJ Pesto would be going like 2 or 3 docks and just winning water completely. 2 galleys now, outnumbering this fire ship. And for some reason, he sent the weak one back in front to take more... Okay, he's bringing it back now. Yeah, it's going to go down. He's not really doing much there. Okay, so we've got an archery range for DJ Pesto. And he's building up an archer mass. He's probably going to land his opponent. He does not need to invest in a transport ship because he started with one. So we've seen some pretty devastating landings here. Let's take a look and see what DJ Pesto knows of Hyder. So he knows his entire coastline. He knows where some stone is. He knows that there's a gold here. I don't think he knows that Hyder is on the gold. And let's see what Hyder knows. Yeah, they both have explored each other's island pretty well. DJ Pesto coming in here. I think the purpose of those fire ships is just to buy himself enough time to get an archer landing over. Now he's oh, interesting. He's adding some villagers to this landing. So he's made 3 archers, and he's going to send an additional villager. And that'll add to 5, and that'll be a nice round number. Alright, she does manage to hop in time. And Hyder also thinking about a landing. But DJ Pesto's landing is going to be more effective than Hyder's landing because... Oh! Because Scout goes down for Hyder because he has archers present. And so DJ Pesto building a defensive donjon here. Sorry, Hyder building a defensive donjon. I don't know that DJ Pesto will let that... I mean, he has to let it go up, but he's going to lose a couple of villagers in the meantime. So 2 villagers go down, and these archers are camping the base of this tower. So right now they cannot be attacked. See, DJ Pesto does have fletching. He's not planning on going galleys. Yeah, he's just got 1 fire ship here keeping these galleys busy. But he has built an additional archery range on his opponent's island, so he does not really need to retain control of water. He should try to get these 2 archers loaded up into his transport ship and move them over here, and then he also has to make a decision about his own villagers that are on Hyder's island. Does he keep them there and do a tower rush or something crazy, or does he take them home? And Hyder deciding, no, I can't build a donjon here. I gotta go. I guess he had apparently he had built a mining camp there, but Hyder should have a much safer stone closer to his town center, and that's right here. So I'm not really sure why Hyder wanted to take that stone. That's kind of a mystery to me. But he is walling off kind of this, zoning off this section of the island here. Oh, what happened with that? Okay. Some units garrisoned out of this donjon and picked a fight with these archers and then managed to kill them. We've got another clump of archers here from DJ Pesto. Alright, but Hyder manages to get the donjon up in time. So DJ Pesto didn't do any more damage there. It looks like essentially DJ Pesto is still behind on the KD because he lost all 3 of his fishing ships. And, oops. But he's killed 2 of Hyder's villagers. Now, I don't know that Hyder is building additional fishing ships. Okay, it looks like he's building 1. I think that that would be very important for Hyder to build additional fishing ships, but he's got to be careful that DJ Pesto does not totally ransack his economy. Here's some Surgeons. Now, Surgeons are very good in post-Imperial Age with all the armor upgrades. They've got like 8 Pierce armor. They're extremely effective against archers, but in Feudal Age, not so much. DJ Pesto has just gotten the wheelbarrow technology, and he's sending more archers over to this side. And he's also taking some wood here, which I would assume is a misclick. These villagers are running away. It looks like these Surgeons taking a fight. DJ Pesto pulling back. He does not want to take free damage there. I guess there's not really any way to get out of it, though. He's kind of surrounded at this point. But he may have gotten... Okay, he got a couple Sergeants with that. But now he's over here with a group of archers. And Hyder has to withdraw from this stone. He's going to come back over to this stone. So DJ Pesto actually making a lot of progress with his archers. He's forced Hyder off of all of these resources back there. He could even take Hyder off of gold if he's paying attention. And he is looping around in that direction for it. Hyder back on this stone. Hyder slowly accumulating resources to go up to Castle Age. That's what he wants. These villagers wanted to get on board the transport ship, but wrong color. So they have to flee. They cannot get on that transport ship. Maybe they were going to build a tower or something like that. Let's see where Hyder is. He's just destroying DJ Pesto's dock. He has not found DJ Pesto's transport ship, which is unfortunate for him. And I think that these villagers will go down, which is also unfortunate. But DJ Pesto has managed to get back over here on top of the stone and idle more and more of Hyder's economy. Look at this idle economy time for Hyder. It's just crazy. He's got a ton of idle economy because he keeps on running away from all of these archers. DJ Pesto microing the archers back. He's doing a lot of damage, and he's on his way up to the Castle Age. So I guess DJ Pesto, having transitioned into farms, he's doing okay. He's basically saying, you know what? I don't need to play the water game here. I'm going to maybe use Byzantines. I'm going to create minimal fire ship investment just to buy myself time to get over here. And then I'm going to harass you with a bunch of archers. And that's what he's doing. I don't know if he's created any new archers or if his plan is going to change very much. Seems like Hyder has found that he can make some skirmishers now, and he's chasing DJ Pesto off, but boy, what an annoyance. Hyder would love to be able to build a castle, you know, to click up to the next stage. He's almost got the resources for it and build a castle, but he's not quite there yet. He's going to build a gate here, but remember that you cannot wall to the edge of the map. He's trying. We'll have to keep track of it. DJ Pesto still has this transport ship. He gets up to the castle age, and okay, he's not going to use the transport ship. He just left the villager here. I guess he's going to take the villager home. And let's see if Hyder can effectively wall that off. I don't think he can. DJ Pesto getting upgrades for these archers. And Hyder deciding he wants to come in and help out with the ships. DJ Pesto wants nothing with that. He's just fighting the skirmishers now. Villager goes down. DJ Pesto, he's really got to stop this donjon, I think. Okay, he's got crossbowmen. Alright, he's coming around this way. So Hyder getting up that donjon. He still has not clicked up because he's been making skirmishers. But I think he's going to click up now. But skirmishers are very bad for Castle Age. They definitely delay your Castle Age time. DJ Pesto finally now getting horse collar. Feels bad. Look at all of these farms. He's added another town center. But he just keeps on making crossbowmen from this archery range. And Hyder's just sort of beside himself. I guess he's got most of his economy now focused under these 3 donjons. Hyder deciding that he needs to build another one. He is finally on his way to the Castle Age. It's just DJ Pesto is clobbering him here with the faster advancement times. So Hyder has secured some stone. He's secured this wood. I think Hyder's going to run out of... yeah, he's going to run out of stone. I guess maybe he could build another donjon here, while DJ Pesto is on the opposite side of the island. He can't really get down here right now. Or, what would be even better is if Hyder just sailed out here and built another town center out here. And he might. DJ Pesto investing in the War Galley upgrade. So maybe he's going to try to pivot to water now. He's adding a castle. So I think he does want to build some additional docks. He's satisfied with the damage done. Hyder has an hour of idle eco time, which is just crazy. DJ Pesto's nuisance crossbowman. Hyder adding another archery range. And he's sending his fishing ships out here. There is some more fish that is yet to be taken. Hyder's got a transport ship. Hyder, just move your economy out here. You have water. Why not? Why not move your economy out onto the other islands where DJ Pesto is not? You know, maybe Hyder's just in the zone. He's just not thinking about it. And it is a weird map, and there are not many maps where you can do that kind of thing on, so I suppose it makes sense that he hasn't really gone for it, because it usually doesn't work. So Hyder building a market. This will help him rebalance his economy. Probably if he had a market, he could have gotten up to the feudal age a long time, or castle age a long time ago. DJ Pesto coming back here with the crossbowman. He gets another few villager pickoffs, and now he's going to camp the base of the donjon, which is annoying. Hyder going to fight that, but they're crossbowmen, they're not archers, so crossbowmen are a lot harder to fight. Castle Age units, but they are all going to go down. I don't think DJ Pesto is going to make any... No, he's satisfied with the damage done. So he has made another fire ship now, and he's going to try to hunt down Hyder's fishing ships. Hyder has... I don't think he has much in the way of navy left. Looks like there is a fire ship rolling out or sailing out, but DJ Pesto has 4 fire ships of his own, and they're Byzantine, so they're not gonna, you know, that's not gonna last very long. Hyder's secured his dock. He's secured his wood lines. He does need more stone, but it's here, and he sees it, and he's got an outpost, so, you know, he's gonna know if anybody gets close to that stone. So he's not really too worse for stone here. DJ Pesto wants to burn these villagers with the fire ships. I don't think that's a good idea. It is in range of the donjon. Demolition ship killing that fire ship. So what's DJ Pesto do now? Is he gonna land and build a castle? That would be crazy. He's got a fish. He's still got his transport ship. Hyder never hunted that down. He's made a few galleys, DJ Pesto has. I'm wondering what the purpose of the galleys is. That's like a permanent switch, or if he's gonna just use them temporarily for whatever reason. Galleys are, of course, better at denying coastal resources. He could theoretically camp some galleys right here and be super annoying on this gold, and that might be what he wants to do. I don't know. Hyder just now getting horse collar, but for Sicilians, they benefit even more from horse collar. They get, I think it's twice the food from the farming upgrades. So, Hyder should have gotten that a long time ago. It's only 75 wood and food, although he was under a great deal of pressure. DJ Pesto is making cataphracts. What the heck? Why would anybody make cataphracts in this situation? I don't know. I think he's just having fun. Cataphracts are indeed a lot of fun. He's built a monastery. I would expect that he would pick up relics here. Yeah, he's bringing 1 in. Every player gets 2 relics on their starting island, and then there are no additional relics on the map. So it gives you a little bit more incentive to fight for your starting islands. I thought about putting them on the adjacent islands, but I ultimately decided against it. It was a little bit harder to code, and I wasn't convinced that players would go for it. They don't really go for the starting or for the additional islands now, although maybe they would if they had relics on them, but probably not. There's not really a good place on these islands to put them. You can put them on like the slopes, but then ships can deny them very easily, and you can put them on top, but then they get in the way of other buildings, so it's just like, I'm just going to put them on the player starting islands for now. DJ Pesto getting some armor for those cataphracts. He's got 5 cataphracts, and he's getting the feudal age armor upgrade. This monk is going to bring in this relic. I don't think Byzantine should send cataphracts anywhere without monk support. Oh, okay. I guess he must have made cataphracts to deal with a landing that Hyder did, and that I just missed. That would be my guess. I just saw a sergeant die, and I saw a building be destroyed. I'm not really sure what that was. Could have been DJ Pesto's building that was just being attacked by a random sergeant. Sometimes the game is funny like that. No ballistics, so of course these war galleys are missing. So DJ Pesto says I need ballistics, and he's going to get ballistics. He's going to build another castle. He's playing it very, very conservatively. He's very safely. I don't think he realizes how far ahead he is. If he knew that, he could probably like drop a castle right here, get imp, and just end the game. But he hasn't gone in that direction. He's landed here. He's going to build himself an outpost to see what's up. Curious, actually, how much vision he does have. Okay, now he's got a lot, because Byzantines get town watch and town patrol for free. And he's gonna... Oh no, don't tell me that that is a mill. I hope that's not a mill. I'm pretty sure this is a mining camp. Yeah. He's not really hurting for food. I put the berries up here because they look nice, but I didn't want them to be in the way of town centers, so I gave them 1 food apiece. So you can very easily clear these berry bushes. Looks like Hyder has rallied his navy back here. He has cleaned up DJ Pesto. DJ Pesto getting forging for some reason. I'm not really sure. And the cataphracts are all about their bonus damage. You know, nobody makes cataphracts because they're like, oh yeah, what, all that attack, and then if I get one more, it'll be so much more than my opponent's armor, right? Cataphracts are all about bonus damage versus infantry. But I don't know. DJ Pesto, maybe he just wants to go cataphracts. He just likes them. Wants to make them. He's going to build himself another dock here. It looks like he's getting some naval upgrades. And he's solidifying his hold. So DJ Pesto is doing very well right now because of that archer rush landing that he did on Hyder. So it's the Eco KD. I mean, look at it. DJ Pesto with 23 to Hyder's 6. And he's got nearly double the resources collected. Now, the KD is a little bit more even because a lot of DJ Pesto's military was dying to arrow fire and such. Or was taking bad fights against Navy. But this is not a good fight here for Hyder at all. These are Byzantine fire ships. Looks like he's got some weak ships here in general. And DJ Pesto going to come out on top there. So, what do you do if you're DJ Pesto and you get Imp? Well, I think DJ Pesto making some militia, which is a strange choice. I'm assuming that was probably just a misclick. So I think what we're going to see happen is as soon as DJ Pesto... Ooh, he's just now getting gold mining. That hurts. As soon as DJ Pesto hits Imperial Age, he will get chemistry. That's my prediction. He's going to get chemistry, and he's going to make the... Actually, wait. DJ Pesto doesn't need chemistry. He can make Dromons immediately. Oh yeah, then this is totally over. He's going to make Dromons and just going to flatten everything. This map was designed and released prior to the advent of the Dromon. Not like the real-life advent of the Dromon, because that happened over 1,000 years ago, but just before the Dromon unit was added to this game. That's what I mean. So, I don't know, we might have to reevaluate whether or not this map needs to change to accommodate Dromons. It's kind of the annoying thing about the devs adding more units, is you have to go back and look at your maps and say, is this map broken now? Is there some unit that has been added that would just be totally overpowered? But, I mean, to be fair, Cannon Galleons will pretty much flatten anything here, too. So, it's not like it's that big of a leap over Cannon Galleons, but the advantage is that it's available immediately. And it does do, like, the splash damage and such. So, DJ Pesto should totally be making Dromon now. But he's not going to get the chance because Hyder's going to call it GG. He just knows that he's very far behind. DJ Pesto with a highly successful archer landing. And so, therefore, we give him the first game. Let's go and check out the next game now. It is going to be played... It is played on Krushvigodo, which is essentially Greek hideout. Greek hideout, but it's a little bit prettier. The forest is perfectly circular. The relics are outside of this light green line here. Yeah, and there's 5 relics. And the deer are always outside, I believe. Same scout. So we see Hyder going with the classic 2-house opening. He is playing as the Green Slavs. And DJ Pesto is playing as the Purple Cumans. So I'm wondering here if the choice of Cumans is motivated by the desire to boom in the feudal age, or if he is going to do some kind of crazy ram rush in the feudal age, because Cumans have that option as well. And it's kind of funny because the options are, you know, somewhat polar opposites. Do I sit back and be passive, or do I go super aggressive? And we just don't really know. We're just going to have to watch and see what these guys are going to do. I can tell you I would much rather be Slavs on this map. Slavs have a great infantry push. This map is awesome. You just wall off to the edge of the map here. This rock, you know, you could wall to this rock, and then you could wall to this forest, and you've got a kind of a short distance, and then you just grind it through with onagers and siege rams and Dražina champions and monks behind it. It's just awesome. But it may not come to that, right? It may be something stupid, or something not stupid but weird, like Hyder might go fast castle into Boyar unique unit, and somehow maybe DJ Pesto will be like, oh, I totally forgot about monks, and he just won't use the monks that are really effective at countering that, and it'll be Boyars that are winning this game. Or maybe DJ Pesto will do something crazy where he goes like some Step Lancer build, and he busts into Hyder's base because he destroys a gate before Hyder can react, and then he runs in and he kills a bunch of villagers, and Hyder calls the GG before it ever gets out of Castle Age. I mean, we just don't know. We just have to watch. But there's all kinds of options that are available to these players. Second board goes down. Okay, that's good for Hyder. As you can see, a more standard start. You know, these players are at 1 and 0 seconds of town center idle time, so which is about what we would expect for this level of gameplay. So this map was selected based on a discard system. So essentially, they play the map of the round, whatever map that is, and there's 8 rounds and there's 8 maps. So each map will get a turn to be map of the round, and then they begin a discard process where each player, I think starting with the higher seed, says we are not playing on this map, and then the other player says, okay, well, if we're not playing on this map, then we're not playing on this other map, and they just keep taking turns banning maps until only one map of those remaining 7 is left. And then that map is the second map. So this map, they both were neutral about. Somebody banned Nomad, somebody banned Furio, somebody banned Olympos. But this map was the last one to be banned. So they are both the least, on average, they are the least afraid of this map. And this is kind of a comfortable map, I think. It's probably one of the more comfortable Greek maps. It's probably the most similar Greek map to existing maps. Like if you put pictures of this map next to pictures of Hideout, and you put pictures of Furio next to Fortress, and you put pictures of Nicaea next to Northern Isles, and you put pictures of Nomadus next to Nomad, and you just asked random people on the street, you held up this cardboard sign and said, which one is the custom Greek map? You know, this is the one that would confuse the most people. I think that they would still not be completely confused. I think most people would still pick this pretty reliably, but they would pick this more reliably than any other map in the pool. So this is comfort food right here. This is the map you pick when you just want to chill and relax and have a great time. Both players are on their way up to the feudal age now. I would love to see Hyder do some kind of man-at-arms plus towers, but it doesn't look like he's going to do that. He's just going to build a house, and this is, I don't know. I think Hyder's going to go fast castle. Although he hasn't gone over onto gold yet, which is bizarre, considering that he's only got about 20 more seconds until he gets to the feudal age. Now, he could be going scouts, but if that's the case, where's his barracks? Okay, it's right here. So he's building a forward barracks on this side, and he's got his heavy swordsman, and his opponent is building a town center on that gold. So his opponent is going to do the whole cumin boom thing and try to get away with it, and he might. He may not. Sometimes you do get away with it. It depends on how much your opponent punishes you. So I don't know. Hyder has spent a bunch of food. Where is it? Okay, so here's some militia here. Is Hyder doing some kind of late drush? Surely he does not expect to get inside here. What is this? He should, if he were going Man-at-Arms, he would be on gold already. But okay, here's no. All right, here's I don't really know how that happened. I don't know how he afforded it. It must be that Slavs have some unique bonus that lets them get Man-at-Arms for free somehow. Because this villager... Oh, no. Hyder simply didn't get loom. Oh, he's a madman. He's crazy. What's he doing? Okay, he is doing Man-at-Arms towers, but could you imagine going to your opponent's base with a villager and not having loom? That's very ballsy. Here he comes, though. This is an excellent tower. This tower almost completely denies... I mean, it could be a little bit closer. The only way that this tower could be perfect is if it were right here. That would be absolutely perfect, because these palisade walls... Oh, actually, the vision of the palisade walls is too. Alright, never mind. So this is a perfect tower. His opponent can't see it. So we go back to DJ Pesto's point of view. I'm going to see Hyder come here and start to build this. And we can't see that happening, even though it is happening. So 2 tiles away is the magic number. DJ Pesto is building... Okay, so he's building houses behind this palisade gate to keep Hyder out. However, once this tower goes up, he will not be able to build behind this. So probably what will happen is Hyder will transition his Man-at-Arms over here. So this is the survival game. Can DJ Pesto hang on long enough to get to the Castle Age with this juicy cumin economy and make knights to clear this up? I don't think so. Hyder keeps on pumping out these Man-at-Arms. I'm scared. I'm scared for DJ Pesto. I think that he should garrison this villager inside of the tower just so it does a little bit more damage. He's got plenty of guys that can rush the palisade wall. Okay, apparently Hyder's going to build a couple more houses here, which I think is a good idea. And he's going to get in. And DJ Pesto cannot prevent that. So he's got a bunch of Man-at-Arms. He's got 6 Man-at-Arms. DJ Pesto frantically coming to wall this off here. Hyder in on the berries. However, he does not kill anything. He doesn't kill anything, but he is able to do so much damage. He's on this house. Look at how quickly this house is crumbling. Look at that. Now, I'm wondering if Hyder, he has not gotten any upgrades for these Man-at-Arms. He has forced DJ Pesto to go on to stone. Or actually, it looks like DJ Pesto wanted to be on stone already. So Hyder's going to come, he's just going to dive the town center. He sees all the villagers here. And that is very unfortunate. Imagine if DJ Pesto, like, had quick-walled this and then garrisoned the town center suddenly. This could have been completely different. But now Hyder is here. And he's inside. And he's prowling around with these Man-at-Arms looking for damage. I think DJ Pesto wanted to go Kipchak. That's why he had so many villagers on the stone. Is he was going to build a castle. So this house going down. And this is Hyder's revenge. He's going to kill these 2 villagers now that were on wood. DJ Pesto, is he on wood anywhere? Yes, he is. He's on wood up here. Hyder has Man-at-Arms, but he's not doing anything with them. He should be moving in here. He's got 4 more Man-at-Arms with which to attack. DJ Pesto having 38 villagers and Hyder having 36. So DJ Pesto with a lot more town center idle time, coupled with the fact that he just killed a couple of Hyder's villagers, DJ Pesto being forced to withdraw. You know, maybe if you're Hyder being forced to withdraw, maybe, or DJ Pesto forcing Hyder to withdraw, maybe if you're Hyder, you just destroy these houses. Just get that damage in. You know, your opponent, you could destroy these houses too. Just starve your opponent of wood. He's going to destroy the mill. You're just going to break everything. I would have loved to see Hyder come forward and build another tower, but I understand why he didn't. It's not really worth the investment. Hyder is going to continuously make resources. Sorry, not resources, villagers. And I guess he just keeps planting farms around that mill. Where's his gold mining? Here it is. Okay, so he's still on gold. He's still doing his thing. He's going to build another barracks. I love it. But Hyder is on his way... Sorry. Oh, Hyder is on his way up to the Castle Age. DJ Pesto too heavily damaged by this to be able to cook up. Hyder destroying all of his buildings, too. I'm wondering when he's going to get housed. Probably not anytime soon, considering that his pop limit is 90 out of 46. Hyder with a massive military. DJ Pesto with very little. Archery ranges are under construction for DJ Pesto. Apparently he has decided that he needs to invest in archers to stop this. However, I believe that what will happen is Hyder will get Castle Age and he'll build a siege workshop like right here. And then DJ Pesto will be pretty much screwed. Hey, Cookie Pirate, welcome. Yeah, so until siege weapons are here for Hyder, archers are a big threat. It's true the Man-at-Arms have a tower, but it looks like DJ Pesto is garrisoned in his own tower and is shooting at Hyder's tower to kill it. So Hyder's going to make the decision to withdraw with his swordsmen to keep them alive until he can get to Castle Age. And then he'll build a siege workshop and create a mangonel from it. And then that will allow him to continue his push. So he's just waiting for support units to come out, and he's waiting for upgrades that he knows he's going to be able to get in just a little bit. And DJ Pesto is starting to make archers, and he's getting fletching. He has a bigger economy, but he is behind in resources collected because his larger economy has been idled. So Hyder with a good strategy here with these Man-at-Arms. We see that Hyder is building the siege workshop like I predicted. I think it will be a mangonel. I don't think it'll be a scorpion or a ram. He's not quite there yet, although, yeah, he doesn't need a ram. Look at all of these swordsmen he has. So these are going to be long swordsmen in just a few seconds with chainmail armor, and that's the kind of stuff that can dive town centers. This'll... No, okay, he is going to go battering ram. He doesn't care. He's going to use the battering ram. He's going to charge the base of the town center. He's just going to run in and kill everything. He does not care about these archers. He's not threatened by them at all. He's like, it's 3 archers and a scout. What are you going to do to me? Says Hyder. So he's finishing up that armor. He's getting squires. And this ram is going to come out. I don't think he'll make another ram. DJ Pesto buying the resources that he needs, I think. Yeah, he's using the market to get more resources for more archers. Ram created, and I think Hyder's gonna attack pretty soon. He's just getting arson. He's just getting arson now, and DJ Pesto has got to know that Hyder is up to no good. He's been seeing swordsmen run by for a while. Here comes the ram, and here come the other swordsmen. The villagers are going to attack the ram, which is very smart. Swordsmen are going to hop out and attack the villagers. And the ram goes down pretty quick. There was only one ram. So the question is, does Hyder commit to this? And I think he will. Just going to destroy the tower first. Tower goes down pretty quickly. And he's got some swordsmen chasing these archers. And he's got the rest of the swordsmen working on this town center. You don't need a lot of swordsmen. He's got 17 here, which is more than enough. Those archers running away. And DJ Pesto is going to lose this town center. He needs to wall this off right here. He needs to wall to his other town center, but honestly, it might be too late. He is on his way up to the next stage. Thankfully, he chose this town center to advance with. But he just cannot make... He just can't make archers fast enough. Another ram coming out for Hyder. And the siege begins. Or the siege of Hyder's capital begins, I should say. There was an attack earlier, of course. Epitaph still trying to keep this alive. He needs to micro the villagers against the ram, but, you know, he's just so hurt. Yeah, GG, he says. Hyder's in a much better spot. He knows. But these are some pretty good games, guys. Both of these players, like, Hyder had a great plan for this map, and DJ Pesto had a great plan for the previous map. And I think that's kind of one take-home message from this set, is that if you have a plan, you are much more likely to succeed. You're much more likely to win if you have a plan. So guys, without wasting any time, we do need to move on to the next match. I got to make sure that I am able to, I'm going out tonight, got to make sure that I'm able to get there. But I am very pleased with this set. I think this is a fun set to cast. I really appreciate these guys playing in the league, and I'm looking forward to seeing more action from them in the future. So let's go back over here to LibreOffice Calc now. Actually, let's tell it that we want to watch Shikso versus Smokey here. And then we'll go and check out Shikso versus Smokey. So let's take a look at LibreOffice Calc. Spreadsheet. Alright guys, so Smokey is our number 2 seed and Shikso is our number 5 seed. So we'll highlight them here. Smokey comes in at around 2.265K and Shikso comes in about 2.05K. So Smokey with about 200 elo on Shikso. You know, Smokey's a relatively newer player. I know him. I don't want to say he's a new player, but he's a younger player. I think Shikso's been around for forever. I could be mistaken about that. Yeah, it was a good balanced 1-1 set. Smokey, an American player. He's from the East Coast. Played a lot when I was doing like team game streams and such. Great guy. Very quiet though. And Shikso is a German player. I first met him for the King of Ireland tournament. And I remember that there was some bug with the map and he was extremely gracious about it. So that's how I knew that Shikso was a nice guy. All back years ago. Probably like 4 years ago. So I've known him for longer than Smokey actually. But I've played with Smokey more. Smokey is more active in the streams because the time zone is good for him. And, you know, Shikso is in European time zones. So I'm looking forward to seeing these guys. We know both of these guys. We like both these guys. They're both great members of our community for different reasons. So let's go and check out what they got. So we're back on Nicaea. Remember that this is a round 3 match. Yes. Round 3 map of the round is Nicaea. Smokey getting loom immediately and Shikso realizing he's got to get loom. Because you start with that transport ship, that sets you behind a little bit. So he wanted to build some houses too. Smokey with the Koreans and Shikso with the Bengalis. So Smokey swears by the Koreans on this map. He loves the Koreans. Why? Because this map is good with ships and it's good with towers. And Koreans are a tower and naval civilization. So Smokey swears by the Korean. And Smokey's Koreans are pretty vicious, actually. It is hard playing against Smokey when he is the Koreans. Just in general, on any map. Let alone this one. So Shikso's got his work cut out for him if he wants to beat Smokey. These guys, remember, are fantastic players. They're upwards of 2K. We're lucky to have them here. And looks like Shikso is pushing in his geese. Maybe one thing that we can do is speed up the geese a little bit so they are faster to push in underneath your town center. The villager's taking a little bit of meat here, though. The geese are huntable in this case, and they can go on the water. So maybe we have some other geese somewhere else to demonstrate. Yeah, you see this goose right here? He could just walk on the water at any minute that he wants. Could go out there, just kind of like a real-life goose going out into the water. They are not herdables. Yeah, see, there they go. Look at him. Just goes right into the water. He doesn't care. So, last time that we watched Nicaea, we saw the competition of a landing against somebody just winning water completely. And that's really a big question for this map. Because the islands are difficult to defend. Your player island has a ring of unbuildable rock terrain. I know it doesn't look it, it's not obvious, but it has a ring of unbuildable rock terrain around the outside. So you cannot wall to the edge of your island. It is hard to defend. Somebody could land archers on your island and just walk wherever they want. And short of like having units or towers, you cannot wall them out. So that's pretty annoying. But then again, there are a lot of fish resources on this map. And of course, if you go fish and you make fishing ships, you have to be able to defend them. Schizo bringing in his boar, his first boar. And he takes it out. Now, I believe that both players have scouted... Nope, Schizo has explored his own shoreline. He's probably coming over here to pick up this heavy swordsman and go and check out Smokey's base. And Smokey's about in the same spot. You see one of Smokey's geese has wandered out into the water here where he can't get it. So Smokey coming with a transport ship. I guess he's waiting for this goose to come back so that he can push it in. And Schizo's loaded up on his transport ship, and he is going to come and check out Smokey's island. And for all we know, Smokey probably saw that. He's very perceptive. Koreans on this map are an excellent pick. I agree. Oh no, Schizo, not like this. Okay, Schizo, he does manage to spot Smokey's town center in time. That's why we gave this heavy swordsman a very large line of sight. You know, because he's so weak, he's only got 15 HP. It is quite likely that he could get shot down by that town center. And these players are very good, right? These players are upwards of 2K, so these guys can, like, micro their economy and micro their transport ship and micro their scout and pay attention to enemy town centers all at the same time. So Smokey has decided that rather than chase Schizo around, I think Smokey wants to land Schizo instead. He's got his heavy swordsman here, although he hasn't gone for it yet. Alright, there he goes. Of course, the transport being stupid. There we go. Alright, it picked up this guy. So Smokey's going to come down here and he's going to check out Schizo's map the way that Schizo is checking out his map. Smokey shooting at the board to weaken it with the town center and then killing it with the villagers. So Schizo's going to be able to explore Smokey's island unharassed. And I think Smokey is doing the same thing here. Smokey's looking for Schizo's stuff. He wants to see how effective a landing could be. Scouting is so important for making decisions about how you want to play. Schizo deciding that now is a good time to mill these berries. And he has clicked up to the feudal age. Smokey has not clicked yet. Smokey will click, though. He'll probably click after this villager. Yep, there it is. So, Smokey going up to the feudal age, essentially one villager behind Schizo. It's a little bit slower, but I guess Smokey's judgment is that he'll have a better economy from doing that, and he should be able to keep Schizo from damaging him too much. Although Schizo really kind of over-scouting this, maybe, or he's very interested in this location, I think. I don't know the merit of the Bengalis. Smokey saying, "Get out of here." Shanks the heavy swordsman just to tell Schizo that he's on to him. Do we have any evidence at home about what Schizo's up to? Well, he's built a dock, but that's not terribly surprising. He's a dock and 3 fishing ships, and it's pretty much the same thing for Smokey up here. Okay, here we go. Oh, okay. So this is gold. It's not a transport landing. But Smokey withdrawing his scout, and he's going to bring that back. And Shikso deciding, I need to get out of here. I have a health disadvantage. My scout has health issues. And so he's going to withdraw his scout the same way that Smokey. What's Smokey doing? He literally just brought that scout back. And now he's going to come over here again. So I guess Shikso kind of leaving the scout in the transport to decide what he wants to do. Okay, so here it is right here. This is a fast castle build. We see the market from Shikso. I guess it makes sense. Shikso's... He's kind of got the food and economy set up for it. Smokey, market, blacksmith as well. I think both of these players want to fast castle, which is an unusual choice. Normally we see players going into like fire ships or fishing ships at this point. But maybe they're feeling, yeah, you know what? I feel like my opponent is not sufficiently invested in feudal age. We see Smokey has clicked up. Shikso, heck, he keeps making villagers. So I think Smokey's build is a little bit better than Shikso's build. He did go up a villager later, so he's a little bit more resources in that regard. Bad dock location, though. I guarantee you that Smokey's going to have a ship pop up here. But, I mean, given what we know of Smokey, that could be intentional. Like, Smokey could intentionally have a galley pop up behind this dock just to shoot at things, but be unshootable. So Shikso knows where Smokey's dock is, and he's going to send a fire galley over there to see what Smokey has and try to destroy it. He finds this fishing ship here, so he's going to be happy about that. The disadvantage... Okay, Smokey is making a galley to fight that, but the disadvantage about Smokey's position is, although he is up to the feudal age faster, Shikso does have an advantage here on water. He might take some damage against Shikso. Kind of has to run everything. So it's essentially, I don't want to say that these are being killed, that they're dead, because they're not. They could get back to work, but it's just wasted time. And meanwhile, Shikso is down here fishing happily, uninterrupted. So Shikso's on his way up to the castle age. He's going to be there in about a minute. He's got 4 villagers queued up behind this. And what's the plan for Shikso? It looks like he sold 100 stone to make it happen. I don't know if he's going to build another town center on this stone. I think this would be a great town center location right here. Smokey wants to micro these galleys in a very annoying way against Shikso. Since he's got this transport ship, which is injured, and I think Shikso wants to destroy it. He's going to try to flank it. Yeah, and that'll be annoying. Smokey will have to rebuild that if he wants to land against Shikso. But Smokey also being annoying in his own way. Microing against the fire galleys. Smokey going turtle ships. Oh my goodness, Smokey. Smokey putting on a show for us with the turtle ships. Turtle ships are so expensive, but they're very powerful. And Shikso could be in trouble if Smokey's able to mass produce those things. But turtle ships, they don't have the best range. I mean, they've only got, what, 6 range, I think, or 5 range? Yeah, 6 range right here. But hey, it's probably enough. Probably enough to reach a lot of coastal resource collection. It is something that Shikso will have answers for if he's not too far behind. He can deal with the turtle ships, but boy, is it annoying. A turtle ship is just like, yeah, I'm just gonna crush this this fire galley. Actually, what Shikso needs is he needs to build a monastery, and he needs to convert the turtle ships. Yeah, and that's exactly what he's gonna do. Look at this. Shikso reading my mind several days ago when he played this. But, you know, for low numbers of turtle ships, it makes a lot of sense. But he has to be careful, because this turtle ship can flatten villagers pretty easily. Villagers with 40 health and the turtle ships with 50 attack. So, you don't need to be a math genius to know that that's a big threat to an economy. This turtle ship just gonna, like, crush this fire galley. So right now, Smokey's got a big advantage on water. I think he found Shikso's fishing ships and killed them. The Eco KD is similar. I think Shikso did get one additional... Oh! Shikso has a landing here, and we totally missed it. I was looking at it like, how is Shikso getting all of these eco kills? Well, here's the answer. Shikso is siege and monk pushing Smokey. Smokey gonna go guard tower defense, which I think is a decent strategy. And the best part about Koreans is you don't even have to research guard tower. They get it for free. So Shikso not able to take gold here, but he is able to make a monk. And that monk is going to be useful for converting these turtle ships. So now this turtle ship belongs to Shikso. And he's going to come and fight Smokey, and they're going to have a little turtle ship battle right here. I guess Smokey wanted this tower to go up, but Shikso rolled his mangonels underneath. And this town center is sufficiently damaged. I don't know why Smokey doesn't just garrison in this town center. I think he could shoot at these mangonels and do a lot of damage to them. Oh, he's shooting at the villager. Well, he did get the villager, actually. That is pretty smart. I don't know that Smokey knew how many villagers were here. If it's one villager, it makes a lot more sense than if he has, like, 5 villagers. So Smokey trying to get another tower up here to keep his town center safe. Shikso keeping an eye on it, though. Shikso's like, oh, no, you don't. Oh, man. Action-packed. What do we got going on here? Alright, Smokey does overpower the turtle ship that Shikso converted. Shikso's docked with 24 HP. War wagons and turtle ships and automatic tower upgrades equals broken. Well, Smokey makes it look really good. Smokey has fun with Koreans. You know, Smokey's town center is going to go down, I think. I don't think he can save it. He wants to... A few more villagers going down. Shikso, with a villager KD advantage, he kills another one. 13 to 8. That town center goes down. And what's the plan for Smokey now? Smokey's just like, well, I have no town center. No town center, no problem. Honestly, if you want to know the truth, what Smokey needs to do is he needs to hop into this transport ship and sail over here and build a town center on this neutral island. And this neutral island would be a lot harder for Shikso to monk push, because anywhere that a mangonel could be that's not underneath the town center's arrow fire, Smokey's turtle ships can reach. So that's what Smokey needs to do. He needs to just build on a new island. What's he doing, though? He's coming this way. Is he just going to build on Shikso's island? That's pretty funny, if that is indeed the case. He's got 5 villagers here. What's the plan? Oh no, don't tell me Shikso... Don't tell me Smokey's going to build on Shikso's neutral island. Uh-oh. Smokey needs to be careful. Shikso can see this. He's got a dock here. Now, Smokey's 2 guard towers are keeping the rest of his economy here safe. Shikso would like to move in, but he can't really. It would require a pretty big investment. He's got 5 mangonels and a repair villager. So, I mean, he might be able to do it with 5 mangonels and a repair villager, but it's going to be messy. Shikso trying to figure out which mangonel is Smokey attacking, and then he's going to go repair it. 5 mangonels with the damage output to deal with that. And that tower is going to go down. Smokey has to build a new tower here. Another villager goes down. And Smokey has built a tower now on Shikso's farms. This is a very messy game so far. I actually kind of love it. The AI on moderate made it look broken to me. Well, Smokey is a bit better than the AI on moderate, I've got to admit. So now he's going to garrison in this tower. I wonder if he's going to prioritize attacking the villager. Oh, he's going to charge. He's going to charge it. Try not to take too much damage. But Smokey playing with no town center right now, which I'm not sure is the great plan. But he is tower rushing his opponent, taking him off of these farms. Maybe Smokey's logic is, I'll take my opponent off of farms so that my opponent, he just bought more stone, so that my opponent, actually, Shikso hasn't responded. Maybe Smokey thinks that, oh no, oh no, Shikso hasn't noticed. Shikso's so busy monk rushing Smokey, he has not seen that Smokey is over here building towers. That's a disaster. Smokey has stolen some farms from Shikso, and he's coming back over here. Shikso coming back to build Oh yeah, okay. Shikso sees it now. He's like, hey, get away from here. And these villagers are shanking the tower foundation. He does not want that to go up. He needs to send the boys, though. He needs to pull everybody off of that gold. And Smokey, anticipating that, builds a house foundation here. And he walls these villagers in. And now it's going to be a villager fight. Shikso has not responded to that. Shikso's too busy building a castle on Smokey's island. Maybe he should build a town center over here, too. Shikso's town center actually could be in trouble. Although he's still attacking the... Yeah, okay, so he's converting... He's trying to convert Smokey's villagers. Smokey doesn't have a monk on this island, so he has to be careful. Smokey makes it look ultra broken. So now we've got villagers shanking this, and I think Smokey's gonna... Smokey's gonna repair it. Shikso just flattening Smokey's... Oh, right, that's right. The Bengalis don't get rams, they get these armored elephant things. And he wants to come in and he wants to push in on these towers. Smokey will probably respond to this. I don't think Smokey will let that happen. He's got a transport ship. He hasn't started with evacuating his people. Alright, I think he's going to evacuate his people now. Yeah, we see Smokey's just like, I need to get out of here. Ratha has been created. Smokey should just drop off at this little island here and then pick up the rest of the villagers to get them to safety. He's instead going to fight the Ratha, which is a bad idea. The Ratha is much more powerful, but at least for Smokey, these mangonels did not move forward. Smokey with 18 villagers to Shikso's 18 villagers. You know it's a rough game when you end in like Imperial Age and each player has 15 villagers left. These guys are just killing each other, man. These guys are slugging it out. Super, super aggressive. Shikso's like, oh, I'll take another villager. These villagers are like, oh, no, you don't. They're charging this monk before Shikso even gets the idea. Before Shikso even gets the idea to convert something, these villagers are going to surround it and shank him to death. This is peak Age of Empires right here, by the way. At least for Shikso, he still has a town center. And he's shanking the base of Smokey's tower. Smokey wants to... Oh, he just barely fails to get the repair in. So now Smokey's gonna... I guess he's gonna come back and go somewhere else. Smokey taking gold here. Shikso has moved these Rathas over to his home island now. Moved him over with a transport ship. I don't think there's very much left. Yeah, Shikso's going to build another town center. There's not much left of Smokey on this map. And Smokey calls the GG. Shikso is victorious on Nicaea. What a wild game, though. The average villager count was 15.5 or 16. 11 plus 21 is 32. The average villager count is 16. And they ended in the Castle Age with an average military count of 9. That's just so crazy. I can't believe I didn't see this monk rush as it was unfolding. Alright guys, let's go and check out the next game from these players. Smokey's all in towers. He didn't quite do it, but boy did he hurt Shikso badly. Alright, so we've got Olympos. We saw this. This was map of the round for week 1, or round 1 I should say. At 11 o'clock we have Smokey playing as the yellow Chinese, and at 5 o'clock we have Shikso playing as the gray Hindustanis. So Chinese versus Hindustanis, I give the edge to the Hindustanis here. Of course, Hindustanis on a big open map like this, players start far away, makes me think camels. I think that Shikso would love to make a ton of camels. Chinese are a general economic civilization. They have the flexibility to do tech switches and adapt and make different types of units and such. So, you know, we might see some crazy plays from Smokey too. We might see Smokey totally do something a little bit different. I don't know. But we'll have to see how Smokey responds to Schickso. If I had to guess, Smokey will do some kind of maybe Knights build initially and then switch into Archers, and then the Archers will eat the camels. I'm just trying to think about what Smokey's going to want to do here. But we'll see. We'll see. It could devolve into a rush for these relics. Remember, guys, the Alchemy League is standard victory condition. So you can win by collecting relics. You can win by building a wonder. It does not have to be conquest, but it just usually is because that's how the players like to play it. Olympos. Let me talk a little bit about this map, Olympos. This was made for Alchemy League Season 3 on very short notice by a friend of mine called Q Philip. He is a Polish map maker, and I gave everybody a week to make a map, and he was able to crank this out. So we really appreciate Q Philip making this for us, because there was not a lot of time to do it. I had 7 Greek maps that were left over from something that I made for the idea of another tournament that never happened. And I needed an 8th because Alchemy League season, Alchemy League is kind of turned into 4 weeks for Sprint 1, 4 weeks for Sprint 2. So we needed another map, and we got it. You see some Schickso bringing in this boar. Oh no! They went and killed a random sheep first. It's always so annoying when they do that. Ah well, he'll get it. He'll get it. Actually, he's got less town center idle time than Smokey does. But then again, Smokey is Chinese, or at least he's playing as the Chinese. I don't know if Smokey is Chinese. I know he's American, but I don't know if Smokey has a Chinese ancestry. But I don't think so. His last name does not look very Chinese. Maybe he's Chinese on his mother's side, though. Who knows? We don't really want to speculate on Smokey's ancestry, though. What's important is that he's playing as the Chinese civilization. He played on them before, as them before on Olympos. And he loved his technology switches. He played against Lucho. And that was a very interesting case of Smokey going cavalry as Chinese, weirdly, against Lucho going archers as Mongols. I highly recommend you check that out. That is in a different video, though. Smokey coming over here and he's checking out Lucho's base. He's explored, he's found Lucho's main gold, he's found Lucho's or sorry, not Lucho, Schickso. Schickso's like, get the hell out of here, man. He's microing the villagers to attack Smokey's scout. He does not want Smokey anywhere near here. And these scouts are pretty fragile, and the players have kind of started to discover that. They have a large initial attack, they're a little bit like a Custilier. And he's gotten the hit, and now he wants to fight Smokey. And I think Smokey's still going to win, though, because of the hill. Yeah, that's unfortunate for Schickso. He was not paying attention to the hill. And he even went to the trouble of shanking this heavy swordsman with villagers first. Schickso, on his way up to the feudal age, he had 3 on wood. He's adding more, so it's a scouts build from Schickso. And Smokey is actually heading up to the feudal age first. And I think that Smokey is also going... Well, no, Smokey's got stuff on gold, so he's going archers. But he needs to get the wood to build a barracks first, and then he needs to build an archery range. So we're going to see Smokey open with archers. And I don't know if he's trying to goad Schickso into eventually going those Eagle Warrior things that these guys get, whatever they're called. The Hindustani unique unit is essentially an Eagle Warrior that's made from the castle. And I'm just totally mental lapsing here, and I cannot remember the name. That's alright, I'll remember it later. Maybe never. So Smokey able to monitor Schickso. I don't think he spotted this barracks going up, actually. But Smokey doesn't need to spot that barracks. Okay, he did. It doesn't really tell him much, anyway, because, what are you going to do? Are you going to go fast castle on this map? No way. Alright, so Smokey sees the stable, so he's going to know Schickso is going scouts. And Smokey's got this barracks built, but Smokey had already queued a spearman before he saw that. So it's a pretty safe assumption that if you see Hindustanis on a big open map like this where the players start far apart, it's a pretty good assumption that they're going to be making scouts. Stable goes up for Shikso. He could probably queue some scouts now if he wanted to. Neither player has really aggressively walled very much, although we are seeing the players kind of try to build their buildings in a perimeter here. So, what's this? We got an attack. We have Shikso's spearman attacking this really useless heavy swordsman and killing it. Holy crap! All right, and Shikso has made his scout now. So Smokey, he lost his scout, but he learned what he needed to learn. And Shikso is massing up scouts now. Currently he has 1 scout on the field, but he has 2 more being created at the stable. Now 1 more being created at the stable. And he's going to try to get over there and mess Smokey up a little bit before Smokey is fully walled. Smokey, meanwhile, has his archery range, and he's making archers. And he is starting to come out across the map. He's got a spearman here. Luckily, these heavy swordsmen that are more powerful than the starting heavy swordsmen, they are guarding the relics in the middle. He looks like he wants to go and take a swing at this spearman, but ultimately changes his mind. So Shikso coming out across the map this way, and Smokey coming in from this direction. I think Shikso will end up turning around to address these archers. Smokey just coming straight around. He's not gonna... Okay, Shikso gonna come and, I guess, fight this? Does Smokey have fletching yet? No, he does not. So Shikso kind of suspecting that he can fight this because of the timing on Smokey's archers build. He's gonna wall there. And he just decides, I don't want to fight. I don't want to deal with this. I'm just gonna wall this out. He has to pull back his berry pickers, though. Meanwhile, let's see if we can find Shikso's scouts. Where are they? Okay, here they are. So he does bring them back to deal with it. He does not want to take a bunch of damage for free. He's got villagers coming to fight the spearmen. The scouts are killing the archers. And Smokey has bought himself some time. It cost him his entire initial army. But he did that because he did not want Shikso's scouts on him. And indeed, Smokey has fully walled now. So, he didn't get any eco kills. But now Shikso is not going to get any eco kills. And that is okay with Smokey. Smokey would love to just play in Castle Age and later if he could. Smokey is not the kind of guy that likes feudal age aggression. Oh no! This scout is stuck. Well, Shikso will finish emptying out this tree. It's only got 17 wood. Well, less than that now. And so he'll finish harvesting that tree, and then, yeah, the scout will be able to get out. Shikso, unfortunately, making more scouts, though. He does not realize that Smokey is fully walled. And that was the motivation behind Smokey's attack. So Smokey fully walled, so he can be on the offensive. He does not need to worry about defending his base. At least not for a while. Shikso, surely Shikso would have spotted that. Maybe not, though. Well, he's going to spot it soon. Smokey's going to show up at his woodline. A couple volleys into Shikso's villager, which does survive. There are not enough archers here, or maybe they didn't hit. I'm not sure. They have fletching now. Shikso knows that Smokey is up against his base. He's probably going to pull his scouts back. Oh, actually, he doesn't realize that Smokey's fully walled, which is unfortunate for him. Because if he did, he would certainly pull those scouts back to fight this. But he instead, I guess, relocates these villagers to this woodline down here. Maybe he's monitoring this army of Smokies. Garrison's in the town center. He's got a few skirmishers, and I guess that's what he wants to do. He really wants these scouts to make something happen, and it makes sense. He's invested a lot in them, so he wants something to work out here. So he's just working on this wall. I don't think Smokey is not going to try to wall behind that, which is an interesting choice. If I were Smokey, I would have been like rushing up trying to build a gate, but Smokey not worried about it. He's going to go up to the Castle Age. He's got a few archers here to keep these scouts busy. These scouts are actually going to get an eco kill. I'm impressed. They're going to get 2 eco kills. I'm very impressed. Smokey not responding here. I think he does not respect these scouts. They might even get a third. Yep, they get a third. Okay, but I think these scouts are out of juice. I don't think these scouts can kill anything else. Unless Smokey does not pay attention. But 3 eco kills really hurts. And it was totally unnecessary, too. Why didn't Smokey just try to wall behind this? Or fight it? Or pull his villagers back? It seemed like he took 2 kills for free. And it was only on the last villager that went down that he decided to fight things. Alright, he is bringing his army back to deal with this, but I was wrong. Seikilos got the damage in with these scouts in a way that I was not expecting. Skirmishers counter everything that Smokey's making right now. But that's okay with Smokey because nobody wants to make skirmishers in a 1v1 long term. Seikilos on his way up to the castle age now, having just clicked. Smokey clicked some time ago. Smokey probably wants to get the crossbowman upgrade. We'll see. He might get it. Or Smokey will transition into cavalry, but I don't think so. I think he's invested enough in archers. Yeah, he's getting crossbowmen and bodkin. Seikilos coming back here to be annoying. Smokey will probably react immediately. And finally kill that scout. Alright. Smokey coming out across the map again. He has dealt with the scouts in his base. He's going to add another town center so that he can catch up on villagers or try to recover the villagers that were lost. Seikilos has a 4-villager lead over Smokey so far. I mean, it's not really a great time to be comparing them because Seikilos is currently advancing to the castle age, but you get my idea. Smokey lost some villagers and he feels a little bit behind, so he's going to add this town center. So look at this. Smokey's already starting to tech switch as the Chinese. He loves to do this. He's adding a stable now. So he's going to get his opponent to invest heavily in a counter to crossbowmen. Seikilos knows he's not ready to fight this many crossbowmen, so he's building a watchtower on his gold. I think a town center would have been better, but I understand the watchtower. But he needs to react quickly. He needs to get in this tower, or Smokey decides that he's going to camp the base of the tower. Alright, Smokey playing cautiously. He's pulling back. He's got his ball of crossbows. And Smokey is not going to invest anymore in archers. I bet Smokey is going to go full-on cavalry after this. Is he making anything? He is making a knight. Wouldn't be surprised if Smokey got another armor upgrade. Smokey just going to destroy these farms. Seikilos investing in bodkin and elite skirmisher. He has not seen any more of Smokey's archers, but he's seen enough. Enough to make that decision. Smokey with a villager lead over Seikilos. He's been creating villagers from 2 town centers, whereas Seikilos just has the 1, and Seikilos been playing more so on the defensive. Seikilos making more skirmishers. It's really too bad that mangonels are not more effective against crossbowmen. I think they should be. I think mangonels should be slightly better hit. It was a unit that was designed when the game was really laggy and multiplayer was awful. But now it's just like you have a mangonel and they totally out-micro it with the split formation and everything like that. You pretty much can't counter archers at the high level unless you have skirmishers. I think we need to make mangonels great again. Smokey going for a greedy town center up here on top of the mountain. He's sending some villagers forward. Yeah, it's only 4, but because he has map control, he should be able to get that up okay. Smokey is building up some knights, Shikso has not seen the knights yet. Otherwise, Shikso would love to make camels. But he doesn't know. Instead, Smokey doing what he set out to do, which was to trick Shikso into investing in unique unit. The anti-archer unique unit. So Shikso spent all that time on the stone to build the castle, to be able to make it. And meanwhile, Smokey is piling up the knights. He's got 5 knights. He's getting the 2nd armor for it. Smokey is crafty. He likes his tricks. So Smokey deciding to show his knights now that his opponent is pretty much done with the castle. Pulls the knights back. So, you know, what do? I guess you just have a nice castle. But this castle isn't even really in a great location. Wouldn't this castle have been better, like, defending the gold or securing a wood line or something? But it's just kind of here in the middle of nowhere. I guess it's just protecting the front of Shikso's base. Ghulams, that's what they're called. So Shikso going to make some ghulams anyway. Smokey's knights will love that. And then Smokey has some archers too. Smokey making a monastery. He is going to pick up as many relics as he can. If he gets all 4 of them, he'll start the relic countdown.
आपकी सेवा में आदेश
Smokey coming around to this side of Shikso's base looking for some damage. Shikso has a tower here. Tower will be effective against the crossbows, but I think the knights are going to get in. The knights are +2 knights. They don't really care. And Shikso is equipped to deal with archers, but not knights. The skirmishers are doing pretty much no damage to the knights. He's tempted to pull forward and try to get as many crossbows as he can. But he's worried probably that these knights are going to dive him. Smokey moving his knights up to deal with the skirmishers now. And the archers are going to camp the base of the tower. I don't think ghulams are very good against knights. I think that their statistics are more so kitted out for archers. So these knights are going to rout Shikso's army. It's not really equipped to deal with this many knights. Although the knights are taking a lot of damage. So it's possible that Shikso's able to hold on here for a little while longer. Skirmishers just trying to milk a little bit more damage here, just trying to keep this tower up. I don't know, Smokey has a healthy knight here. This knight could easily kill all of these skirmishers if Shikso is not careful. But the tower does to attack. He's trying to get the tower to finish off that knight. I guess he just kind of lets the skirmishers stay sort of in the same place. The archers pop out. I think that tower is going to go down. And that might be the doom of Shikso right there. There is a knight here punishing this villager. And these villagers are forced to withdraw. Smokey, looks like Smokey has made some more archers. He's gotten 1 relic and he's making another monk. And so he only needs to get a couple more relics here. Alright, Shikso managing to convert this knight. He built a monastery, and he converted it while we were checking out what Smokey has here on top of the mountain. Shikso going to rebuild this wall. He'll probably try to rebuild... He'll probably repair his tower. It looks like he's got the stone for it. He's going to add another town center up here. This is a good town center location. Gives him gold, gives him wood. University for Smokey. University is code word for Imperial Age. And he's getting close. He's got the food. He's getting close to having the gold for it. He has 83 villagers to Shikso's 53. He's sending some more knights. But he's keeping his crossbows at home. Smokey using the Chinese technology switch. He needs to send this monk over to pick up this relic. Bring it home and get himself another relic. They're free, they're just sitting there. KD is in Smokey's favor by 5. Smokey's come back to hit Shikso's sweet spot. Now, there are no archers here, so Shikso could wall behind it, but I guess he just gives up on this stone. Just not worth it to fight that right now. This monk coming back to get the final relic. Shikso's gonna have to abandon this stone, though. Yeah, he's pulling the villagers back now. Shikso going chainmail armor. It looks like he's investing in more of these ghulams, and he's gonna go like ghulam pike maybe to deal with this. Let's take a look at the armor on these ghulams. Now they only have 1 melee armor and 60 health. And the knights have 4 melee armor and 120 health, 10 attacks. So they're just way better than these ghulams. I still don't think this is enough to fight all those ghulams, but to give you an idea of how much of an advantage is, it might be close. Smokey has triggered the relic countdown, and he is on his way up to the Imperial Age. Shikso hanging in there. He's gotten 1 game against Smokey. Maybe he's thinking he can get an upset, get another game going against Smokey. Or fighting against Smokey to take another game off of him. When he's got some monks, Smokey... No, Shikso has to run... Sorry, Shikso has to run away from Smokey's monks. These are castle units. Unique units are always vulnerable to conversions. So Shikso has 180 some odd years to make something happen here. And we'll see if he can. Conversions are queued up for the monks. The knights are coming in. Big battle. Can Shikso get the advantage? Can he win this fight and destroy the monastery before Smokey gets Imperial Age? It's good timing. Smokey not able to get Imperial Age technologies before that fight. It looks like Shikso has done a lot of damage here. Smokey pulling his archers back, but Shikso killing them. And probably now what we'll see that Smokey is Imperial Age is for Shikso to GG. Shikso just says sick. So Shikso impressed by Smokey's build order, apparently, and resource management. And the second game goes to Smokey. So Shikso just wanted to, I guess, wait and see if Smokey could get Imp or see if he could get a good fight there, but Smokey just had too much. And so he ties it up 1-1. So guys, I have got to run. I really appreciate your support and your participation. Hopefully this set turned out okay despite the spotty internet. I'm going to go back and watch and see. And if it's not good, then in the future I won't be able to cast like this. We've invested a lot of time and effort into improving the production quality. So if can't cast when internet's like this, then we won't. But hopefully it was good quality and you were able to enjoy these matches as much as I did. We saw a lot of good stuff today. They were both good matches. Players coming in and having plans. That first game of Smokey versus Shikso was pretty crazy on Nicaea. So guys, I'm going to leave it here. I got to run. Thank you so much for your support, and we'll see you later.